If you want to put your own sounds and samples onto the Roland V71, the first thing you've got to do is to get yourself an SD card. Roland very specific, it has to be less than 32 gigabytes and it has to be SDHC, not XC. I picked this one up from Argos, it was $9.99 and it works absolutely perfect. Once you've got your card, put it into the side of the module and we need to format the card. To do that, all we do is we go up here where it says backup, we press that button and inside here you can see that I've got SD card format. I just move across and I press enter and it says, do you want to format your card? Yes, press format, agree, and off it goes. Once that's formatted, I go over to the PC, we get our samples, we put them onto the card, and then we get back over here, we put them onto module. Let's go to the PC. I'm on my MacBook Mini. On the MacBook Mini, I've got a folder here on my desktop called Samples to Upload, and here is the card. You can see the card after the format has had folders added, export, import, and Roland. The module's done that for me, and all I've got to do is put anything on my PC, or in this case my MacBook, into the import folder, and I'll be able to find it. In this case, let's add a clap. If I go into claps, I've got a dance clap here waiting. I'm simply going to drag and drop that, and then I'm going to take that over to the module, and we're going to go and import it. I'm back on the drum kit, put the card inside. Next thing I need to do is to go into user samples. You can see it's grayed out underneath expansion. To get that, I have to press the shift button. I press shift and hold it down, press expansion, and this screen appears here. You can see Roland by default, I've put a couple in there or 3 in there. I'm going to go to number 4 and I'm going to say import. You can see it's already found my dance clap, so I can check that and I can say import. Am I sure? Yes, I am. And that's going to bring that across to the module. That's now in the module. If I press preview, I can hear that. Now what I want to do, as I mentioned, is I want to assign it to something. In this case, we're going to make the snare drum also have a clap sound with it. So kit 195, I'm going to press instrument. At the moment, it could be in V-Edit. I've got to make sure I press the instrument button, and here you can see the 3 layers. At the moment, we've got A, B, and C. A has got a maple snare, B and C has got nothing. So I can assign other sounds to those layers. All I've got to do is I could go through manually here, but the way to do it really is to come at the top here where it says off, and I'm going to go all the way to the right, and all of a sudden then you'll see all the user samples. At the moment it's set to that kind of sound. If I press down look and I press left or right, then I can start to see if I can find my dance clap, and there we go, there it is there. So at the moment that is now triggering, when I hit my snare drum, the original sound and the clap. Now the one other area of this that we might want to think about is layer mode. Within layer mode, what I can do is I can say that I want it to be only the A, letter A sample being played when I'm playing quiet, and only B, which is our clap sound, coming when I'm playing louder. To do that, at the top here, this is sometimes set to mix. I make sure I set that to velocity, and I go down to letter B, and I come across and I say, right, what's the lowest volume? And as I turn this, you see this little blue goes across. Well, that means when I tap it now, look, it's not going to trigger. Now this is telling me the velocity. So what I might do is I might just play and see what velocity I feel like I want it to change at. So let's say here, I don't want the clap. So you can see at about 88, 91, I don't want that. So I'm going to go past that. So now, no clap when I hit it hard. Now I did it pretty hard there, so I'll take that back just a little. And then when I play a groove, I can play just a snare. If I hit it hard, I can add the clap in. That's how to bring in your samples into the module.